Hard hitter hotline number 27, Chuck P. C-Ville's finest. We back. We back. You already know what it is. Hey, I want to start out by talking about Probellum, man. Probellum, another boxing promotion. They had a big coming out party in Dubai yesterday and today. Yesterday they had O'Shaquie Foster. He was fighting. And he looked good too, man. He looked real good. Had a great performance. And today you had Regis Prograis. Regis Prograis, he was in action, and it was just just one of those performances, just to get him out there, just to keep him busy. He dropped old boy in the second round. Just put on a great performance, man. Looked really good in the fight. WBC mandatory. He would be the WBC mandatory now, and I need for Regis Prograis to be a champion again, man. I'm a big fan of Regis Prograis. I love the Rougarou. He came on out there, man. You know how he looked, man, with the fucking mask and everything like that. He got the Rougarou shit popping off, holding it down for New Orleans. He went on in there, man, had a great performance. Jack Catterall was in the building. Jack Catterall was in the building, and Regis Prograis, he called him out after the fight. That would be a damn good fight. That would be a damn good fight. And speaking of Jack Catterall just got signed to Probellum. Just got signed to a multi-year deal. And Sam Jones was gloating and bragging all about the shit. He said this is probably one of the hottest signings right now, considering that Jack Catterall is all damn near everybody's talking about, with one of the biggest fucking robberies you could ever see. Cool, man. What's up, bro? Oh, man, bro. I wasn't worried about it, man. I knew you'd be coming back, bro. Hey, we got plenty more of these, man. We got a lot more of these. I know you'll be popping up, bro. I wasn't even worried about last week. But hell yeah, man. I'm glad you in now, because we going to be cooking today, buddy. We're going to be cooking today. And what's on the menu? Probably Jamal Charlo today. Probably Jamal Charlo will be on the menu to get cooked today. So we'll be getting into that a little later on. But yeah, big signing for Probellum. Probellum, new boxing promotion coming up, man. And I think the future is bright for him. You got another boxing promotion, Boxers, another boxing promotion coming up. They're doing partnering with Sky. So you got the, Chris Eubanks, Savannah Marshall, all those people over there, man, holding it down. That's right. The purse bid. The purse bids for Daniel Dubois and Trevor Bryan. They got pushed back. They'll be having the purse bid this Monday. It'll be good old Uncle Frank going up against Don King to see who gonna host this show. I can't wait for that fight, man. I want Daniel Dubois to beat the fuck out of Trevor Bryan. He needed a good bounce back win. Don't get me wrong, he came back after the Joe Joyce fight. He had a fight after that, just to get him out there. But I need him to be, a somewhat of a name in the division. Trevor Bryan, he didn't have that belt for a while, so you go ahead and take that belt off of him and, keep his name in the mix, probably against the likes of probably a Big Baby Anderson someday. I would love to see that fight, man. Let Daniel Dubois continue to grow. Let him bounce back from that Joe Joyce shit. I would love to see that fight. I know, man. Ain't he trying to stay in the mix, cool, man? He trying to stay in the mix, bro. That damn Don King said, I'm still here, baby. I ain't going nowhere. The hardest working man in showbiz. All right, man. Hold on. Oh, we about to get into the Ducks in a minute. I see where we going with this. I'm going to say the Ducks for last, though. Virgil Ortiz, he was supposed to be fighting tonight, but he had to pull out of a fight, man. He had to pull out. He got some medical issues going on, man. And man, listen. I'm not a doctor, okay? I don't know how to pronounce this fucking word, but the condition he has, it begins with an R, okay? Long ass 50-letter R word, And I think that it has something to do with his kidneys, man. If he would have kept on going, bro, he could have suffered kidney failure and it got really, really fucked up from this. So I hope he, gets well, gets better, and make a speedy recovery. Because, man, listen, Virgil Ortiz, he's the real deal at 147. I would love to see him and Boots go at it, man. I want him and Boots to go at it in a big, huge fight in about another 2 to 3 years from now. That's what the fuck I want to see. But yeah, big ups to Virgil Ortiz. I know he would have went out there tonight and would have killed, his opponent, Michael McKenzie. I know he probably would have destroyed him, but he had to pull out of this fight. He said he wasn't feeling like himself. And, the doctors had diagnosed him with that. And, they had to take him out. Yeah, exactly. Cool, man. Exactly. Let's talk about Anthony for a little minute. Anthony did something right, man. Anthony did something right. Anthony decided to stay with Sky Sports, man. We all had been telling y'all about the whole relationship between Sky Sports and Matchroom with Eddie Hearn leaving Sky after a 10-year relationship. Just left him high and dry and went on to the zone and took everybody with them, leaving Adam high and dry with nobody. But Anthony had a contract with Sky, and his contract was coming up. It was up, and Eddie Hearn was hoping and praying. He like, Anthony, come on to the zone. Come on to the zone, UK. Sign that contract with us. We'll put you out there globally. Anthony like, thanks, Eddie, but no thanks. I think I'm going to stay with Adam Smith and Sky. I think I'm going to continue to let them put my shit out there. I've been with them since the beginning. I think I'm going to stay with them, and that's good. That's good. Don't leave Adam high and dry like that, Anthony. It's enough your boy did it. Don't leave him high and dry. You a big money maker. You could continue to bring a lot of fucking money in there for Sky, for Adam and them to stay alive. Because looking at the talent they got over there now, they are literally starting from scratch. So if they could keep you aboard and you could be the big money ticket for them, that'd be great, man, for them over there. So you did something right, man. You did something right, man. I'm glad you stayed loyal over there to Adam and Sky and to keep him afloat and above water. Yeah, exactly. Cool, man. Now, Shakur Stevenson, he had his first face-to-face with Oscar Valdez, and he'll be going up against Oscar Valdez April 30th. And the Bob Father was there, doing a bunch of media, just to spice up the fight, to get it hype, So, when they had their first face-to-face, Shakur was asked, did you get anything out of the big face-off, Shakur? Shakur said, nah, not really. The only thing I got out of it was I noticed that Oscar got a big-ass head. Oscar Valdez got a big-ass head for me to hit on all fucking night. It's going to be hard for me to miss that target. Josh, what's up? It's going to be very hard for me to miss that fucking target. That's the only thing that he got out of it. I'm looking forward to this fight. I don't think this is going to be a whitewash by Shakur. I think this is going to be probably his toughest fight, but I got him definitely winning the fight. Spoiler alert, but I'll break it down more in the prediction show. Oh my God. I see we still got Triller still in the mix. We got Kovalev against Pulev, not Kubrat, the other Pulev. Okay. Triller still in the mix. I don't really know when the fuck that fight's coming. I saw a press conference for it last week, but I don't know exactly when the fight's going to be held, where it's going to be held. I mean, if anybody gives a fuck, I'll let you know. It's good to see Triller still in the mix putting on shows, but it just kind of seemed like they kind of lost a little bit of the sizzle, that they had a little bit when they first came out. But it's still good. It's still good to see him still in the mix, man. The more we got, the better. B-Hop, my favorite fighter from way, way back in the heyday, Bernard Hopkins. We kind of got at Errol a little bit. Kind of got at Errol Spence. You know, B-Hop got a fighter that had to pull out of a fight due to a medical issue. And Arrow said, oh, no, B-Hop, we don't know about that. Maybe you need to show the proof. Okay. So the guy had told B-Hop that, the messenger, as B-Hop called him. And B-Hop said, you want me to show proof? Did he put it out there? And so the guy said, yeah, Arrow tweeted it out. He said, no, I don't think you hear what I'm saying, messenger. Did Arrow put his out there? And so he like, what? He said, about the eye? Remember the eye injury? Did he put his proof out there stating that his eye was really fucked up and he had to pull back from Manny Pacquiao? And he was like, no. He said, so why would you tell me to do something that he didn't even do? No disrespect to Arrow. He said, I think Arrow's still one of the best fighters in the welterweight division. I systematically have him breaking down and beating the fuck out of Ugas, and I agree. But he said, don't be the messenger boy. The messenger boy always gets fucked up in these types of situations. Don't be the messenger boy. So you ever seen The Godfather? You ever seen whatever happened to the messenger boy? Don't be the messenger boy. All right. Especially when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. All right. So I just thought it was a little good chatter between, B-Hop, just putting that on out there. Hey, everything all good between them. It ain't no beef between them. They just talking shit. Derek Chisora. What's next for Derek Chisora? What's next for Dale Boy? Well, Andy Ruiz had put out a tweet. Andy Ruiz said, I'm in the gym, I'm working hard. Who should be my next opponent? I actually had tweeted him. I said, hey, keep doing your thing, champ. We see you. And, well, somebody left a message under that tweet. Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora said, if you want me, come on over and holler at me. Hashtag Ward Chisora UK. I would love to see the fight. I would love to see Chisora in there, Andy Ruiz. We know Dale Boy, he know how to hang around and stick around. But I don't know, man. That'll probably be a badass recipe for Chisora with those fast ass hands from Andy Ruiz. But I don't know, man. Chisora, he got that will, he got that grit in him, man. But I'll be intrigued to see the fight if it ever happened. Now tonight, because I'm saving the best segment for last. Okay. Let's talk about what's going on tonight, though, real quick. All right. Tonight, we got Edgar Berlanga. He'll be in action against Steve Rose. Steve Rose, he went up against Triple G, Gennady, Golovkin, as I like to call him. Lost that fight, but that's his only loss. That's his only loss on his record. I covered that fight, the Steve Rose and Triple G fight, back when we were first starting and we were still on that shitty platform before. But anyway, I covered that fight back then. Steve Rose, not a bad fighter. Not a bad fighter. But Edgar Berlanga, this is a good step up for him. It really is, man. He was knocking, 15, 16 straight motherfuckers out in the first round. Had finally came up against somebody, kind of gave him a little work, even dropped his ass, in his last fight. But he said he needed that adversity. He needed that experience. He said he'll be very well prepared for Steve Rose tonight. I'm looking forward to watching the fight. But that ain't the only card we got going. We got another card on the platform known as The Zone, with Blair the Flair Cobbs will be in action. The same Blair the Flair who was getting at Errol Spence, saying that, he got nothing but bad luck around him. He postponed the Terrence Crawford fight for so long that bad luck is coming around on his ass. He got ejected out of a car. He got his fucking eye fucked up, had to pull out of the biggest fight that he ever dreamed of against Manny Pacquiao. It's just nothing but bad luck and bad karma. Well, let's just see how he looks tonight in his fight on The Zone. One thing Blair did do, if he didn't do nothing else, he probably got a lot more people intrigued to see him. because before this, I didn't give a fuck. Being perfectly honest with you. Before all this shit that he was talking on Boots Ennis and Errol Spence, this probably would have been another the Flair fight that I probably would have been watching the highlights on, being honest with you. But I'm going to watch the fight. Excuse the sirens out there. We in the Ville, man. We in the Ville. To get real in the Ville, man. There's probably another casualty out there. God bless them. But anyway, Blair to Flair. We'll see how he looks tonight. But now I want to get into some real shit. I want to get into Ducker's Row. Y'all thought that ducking shit was over, didn't you? You thought the ducking shit was over? Oh, it ain't over. It ain't over by a long shot. We got a couple motherfuckers to talk about. All right. Let's talk about Georgie. Good old Georgie Cambosos. George Cambosos. Oh, Georgie. You want to know what Georgie's doing? Georgie is begging and pleading with Lomachenko. Loma, I know you got some things going on over there with the Ukraine. I know you're defending your country. I know you're at war with Russia. But do you think you can come back for a fight? Because I don't want to fight Devin Haney. I'm scared of Devin Haney. And you my only hope. Can you please leave from doing what you need to do and taking care of your home in Ukraine, taking care of your family against Russia, something way bigger than boxing, all right? Can you please leave? Can you please stop doing that and come have this fight with me? Because Devin on my back. Devin on my ass. And I don't want to fight that man. What did Lomachenko do? Oh, he obliged. He obliged. That motherfucker is asking for a release to leave from the Ukraine where they need him the most to go and train to fight Georgie Cambosos. You know what, Josh? I think I am going to do something like that. I think I am going to do something like that. But hold on. But hold on. Oh yeah, cool, man. You can see it's coming. You can see it's coming. They flaring it up. They flaring it back up. I have been cool for a while. Just taking it on the chin. Just taking it on the chin. Another duck here, another duck there. But I'm getting sick of the shit now. I'm getting real sick of it. I've been talking to people, behind the scene. They say, oh, Chuck, man, you're being so much more professional now. And, look at what it's doing for you. Look at the hits you're getting on your videos and all this other. Well, something I ain't about to sell my soul for them. I ain't about to sell my soul for them. I'm going to be me at the end of the day. And I don't like this ducking bullshit. Georgie, why don't you do yourself a favor? Why don't you do all the hard hitters in the Ville a favor and be a man, okay? Why in the fuck would you want to fight a Lomachenko? And they talk about motherfuckers who have nothing to offer. And we're going to get into that a little bit with Jamal Charlo and what he said about Benavidez. But you talk about a motherfucker who don't have anything to offer. What the fuck does Lomachenko have? And then you got Devin over here with the WBC belt. If you fight him, it'd be for undisputed. It'd be for all the marbles. But nah, I don't want to lose against Devin Haney. I'd rather lose against Lomachenko. I would have to take you behind your Ukraine and fight. Hey, that motherfucker, he definitely, his pussy ass definitely ain't going nowhere near there, Josh. He definitely ain't going nowhere near there. Oh, cool, man. Hey, he definitely ain't going nowhere near there. Remind them Rockets and stuff like me and defend my. Hey, I feel you on that, cool, man. But this is where we at. This is where we at. Well, damn, all them fucking sirens out there, y'all. St. Patrick's Day weekend. I got my green on for all my leprechaun hard hitters out there. It's getting real out there. Hey, George Cambosos. Oh, another thing. Devin Haney. I don't know if I mentioned this. The same deal that he had with Lomachenko to set up the fight, Devin Haney offered him the same exact thing. But whatever you want, whatever he gave you, I'm going to match you. I done signed on the dotted line. What's the big hold up, Georgie? What's the fucking big hold up? Sign on the dotted line and fight for undisputed. You're going to be fighting Devin while Loma is fighting Russia. Hopefully by the time that clears, if you get past Devin, then you can fight Lomachenko. They better make that fight between George Kambosos and Devin Haney. If they make the fight between Georgie and Loma, I will not be covering that fucking fight. I will not be covering that fight. I believe that people. Listen, Devin Haney deserves his fucking fight, man. He went through all the right steps, went through all the interim shit. He deserves to fight. If they make George and Lomachenko, I'm telling you, man, people need to fucking blackball that fight, man. I know the Loma fans ain't going to do it. I know all the George Kambosos fans ain't going to do it. They're going to be very happy if the fight's made. But people do not need to get behind that fight, bro. Because Devin deserved that fucking fight. I'm going to pull this motherfucking man off the front line. Off the front line. Because you scared of Devin. Remember the Duck Season edition that I did on KTFO Info the second season? Oh, I'm starting to miss KTFO Info. I'm starting to miss that show. I really am. But Duck Season edition, season 2. I have 5 motherfucking duckers. The top 5. Who was one of the 5? A lot of people couldn't even believe it. Jamal Charlo. In 2022, we need big bouts in boxing. Yes, we do. Yep, the people who are sympathetic to the war will curse George straight to hell. You damn right, man. This is some serious shit here going on. And this motherfucker want that man to leave off the front line to come back for a boxing fight. All because he's scared to get his ass whooped. But he gonna get his ass whooped anyway. He's not beating Lomachenko either. But he would much rather lose to Lomachenko, who has nothing in Australia in his backyard, than lose to Devin Haney's black ass. Point blank and period. All right. And that's just what it is. But now we about to get into the meat and potatoes of this shit. All right. Jamal Charlo. Oh, Jamal Charlo. I always wondered, and I always asked this question, y'all. When it came to Maul, not Mel giving them hell. Mel giving everybody hell. Mel going for undisputed. Mel going for all the marbles against Brian Castano. But I want to talk about twin brother Jamal. All right. All right, cool, man. I think George needs to borrow a pair of balls. You damn right, Josh. Jamal Charlo was on Mike Tyson's show, bro. Okay. Jamal Charlo. Let's rewind. Let's go back to duck season edition. Remember he was calling out David Benavidez? And then when David Benavidez had called him out on the bluff, Maul came up with all these fucking excuses. What, he didn't think the young lion was going to call him out on his bluff? Oh, you want to fight me? Oh, well, I'm not even a 168 pounder. And if you want to fight me, you need to get vaccinated. And if you want to fight me, I need your social security number. Do you know the alphabet? And all this other here bullshit, all these hurdles that he wanted David Benavidez to go through just for a fucking fight. All right? So that made waves. Everybody heard about it. Everybody started to put a little pressure on Maul to fight David. And what did Maul do? He went on Mike Tyson's show. And Mike Tyson added a lot more fuel to that fire. But could Jamal Charlo take the heat? I want y'all to listen to something, man. I want you to listen to this, okay? Just some bits from the show. Okay. Let's see if YouTube's going to hit me with a fucking ad. Of course they are. But I want you to listen to how Mike was putting pressure on Jamal Charlo to take this fight.
He ready. Right. You know that.
Why did not letting you fight this guy? This guy got me calling him the Mexican monk. Everybody's scared of this guy. I hear you saying you want to fight.
I just think his value is low. It's not worth as much as
damn.
I'd rather get one of the best in the world right now.
Let me stop it right there. Let me stop it right there. So you hear Mike ask him, why aren't you fighting the Mexican monster known as David Benavidez? Oh, man, come on. No. Jamal Charlo, what you don't understand is this. You think it's a different time now than it was back in Mike Tyson's days? Oh, he don't have that much value. That's bullshit. Fight him any fucking way then. Fight him anyway, because that's the only motherfucker that we want to see you fight. Who else you fighting? Let's keep going.
Then why you not fighting?
I'm just waiting. It's not like it was when you was coming up in boxing. Like, I gotta go through managers.
Oh, you said, listen, you just start talking about his mother, his family. You get a fight. Oh, man.
No, that's a different thing. It's different. No, but look, I seen him at the fight, the last fight. And he was over there ringside kind of calling him out. I felt like, I don't know what he said, but it looked like he wanted some of that.
Nah, it was too friendly.
I think to me,
it's too friendly. Right. Friendly. It's too friendly. You gotta be like the Reverend Bird of the Man. Suck this. Give me this, motherfucker. Get in the ring. We sign the contract, bitch.
You got damn right, Mike. You got damn right, Mike. That's how you got to do it. You got me going up against fucking Selecki? Fuck that. I ain't fighting no fucking Selecki. Give me Eubanks. Give me Eubanks before I fight that motherfucker. Even though I don't really think Eubanks worth shit either, to be honest with you. Yeah, he got Roy in his corner. Often imitated, but never duplicated, buddy. All right? He got Roy in his corner. I got Maul beating his ass. Kurabov was beating his ass. I would have liked to see how the rest of that fight played out. And then not to mention the Liam Williams fight where everybody's dicks was hard from round 1 to round 5. Oh, look at Roy. Can't you see Roy in him? Only for Liam Williams to start beating all in his ass the second half of the fight. I'm not really keen on Chris Eubanks Jr. But I would much rather have him fight Maul than fucking Selecki. Oh, we're going to continue it, cool man. Listen, and another thing too, I'm so disappointed in Maul. I'm so disappointed in Maul because he sits up here and he said that he wanted with everybody. I'm not scared of nobody. I'm not bro. You looking like a 100% bona fide, certified ducker motherfucker right now. Let's see what else we can pick out of this shit.
Your whole purpose is to crush the world to your feet, man. Motherfucker out there think he could beat you. Get the fuck out of here.
Facts.
And that's just real talk. That's from a fighting top pedigree perspective.
And you know what? It's easy to create that buzz with the social media too.
You should be fighting. They gonna wait till you get out of your prime, then fight you, man. You should be fighting them right now in the best prime. You should be calling them out.
I think he's the best anyway at that.
Well, I think that too, but I need him to prove it.
Right.
You know, the world needs him to prove it.
Yeah.
Before he goes to a wheelchair or something, man.
Mike said that motherfucker need to prove it before his ass be old in the wheelchair. Well, listen, Mike. I don't think that pussy motherfucker minds waiting it out, being in a wheelchair. I really don't. But he telling them right. Why are you waiting? Now's the time to call him out. You in your prime years. What the fuck you waiting for? Who you fighting at 160? Who's left there at 160? Even Boo Boo left. It's something else I want to play. Remember that Jamil Charlo interview I put out? Well, I kind of dug into it and listened to it a little more. And there was a couple of things that were said on that I want you to listen to. Jamil Charlo, it doesn't sound like Jamil Charlo has much faith in his own brother when it comes to that fight. Maybe he definitely knows something that we don't know. But it don't sound like Mel has too much confidence in his own brother, Jamal Charlo, beating David Benavidez. I want you to listen to this. Hold on.
Oh no. You got Andrade. He don't know what he want to do with his life. You know, this boy been running around since 2014. Now I'm thinking like, bro, 2 more years, you've been playing hopscotch, you know, in boxing. So we can't even count on Andrade to even accept a fight, you know.
Boo-boo.
So we don't even care about him. Then you make me want to tell my brother to go and call out some of them guys that Canelo's calling out. Knock them off. If you knock them off, then he ain't got no choice but to say, you know what, let's go and accept that $100 million.
Exactly. Now, what Mel just said, my brother should fight all the other guys. Even your brother, your twin brother, even telling you to do this. If you can't get Canelo, fight Boo Boo. Fight David Benavidez. That way you trap Canelo in the corner where he got to fight you. You sitting and waiting ain't gonna do it. And you fighting Montiel, who damn near beating your ass. And now you're fighting a Selecki. Who knows? Who knows how he looks against your ass? You ain't fighting nobody.
I can't confirm anything, but Canelo, you was a stud. You're a little fast, short little motherfucker. You go hard. But let's see, we here to fight for our families. You beat me, you better than me. Okay, cool. Can we prove that? Now it's a reason why, and I don't know the reason why they making a decision. But how about they split that same contract with the other guys? Be your free agent that you are. Accept 1 fight deals. Go on and move on with your life. Because you never even know what's next. Why you want to accept 10 fights and 5 fights and 4 fights? You already the king of your division. You're the undisputed champion at where you at and where I'm trying to become. I'm not accepting. And when I become that way, I'm accepting that same money for a 1 fight deal. Now they can do that possibly, and I'm not trying to make nobody else pay no extra money, but I really believe that if my brother want that fight, like he said, you know, what do my brother need to do? Go out on Instagram talking stupid to the Canelo fan. Canelo, you got a lot of fans, and we love it. We love this fan base you got. You red hair motherfucker. You been knocking motherfuckers out. Bang, bang, bang. Now what? Now do you retire, or do you take one of the toughest fights of your career against a young black African-American stud who's been working his ass off since he was 8 years old? Do my brother put it all on the line then? So if not, come see me. I want some smoke. I want it all, baby.
And we know that. We know Jamil want all the smoke. But your brother is a ducker motherfucker. Let's go to a little more on this. Now we about to get into what he said about his brother against David Benavidez. Now I could be wrong. I'm a human. I could be wrong. But if you ask me, it sounds like he ain't even backing his own brother for this fight. Let's listen to this shit.
Bring back that Charlo hate that they've been giving us. Just saying.
You don't. I think there's a number of people who believe that Benavidez Charlo fight would be an all-action brawl. Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Well, I like Benavidez' heart. I like his style. I like how he relentless on his punching. I feel like personally, Benavidez would be better at heavyweight. He's a big old motherfucker. He fights out of his weight division. He's just beating on little motherfuckers. Like for real, let's keep it real. Benavidez is not really a 168 pounder. You know, he can fight any of the 189 cruiserweight or even heavier. That's real his weight. And then he'll get a better challenge. 160, a 160 pounder coming to 168 to fight a Benavidez, to me personally, is just like, you're still picking on a smaller guy. He will never get the respect until he fights somebody at the top over there at his actual weight. Chill out.
What is he saying? What is he saying? Did he not just say that David Benavidez will only get tested at possibly heavyweight? He's beating on the little guys. Oh, my brother, a 160 pounder, him coming up to 168 to fight him. It's still Benavidez picking on the smaller guy. Benavidez won't get tested. Listen to the words he's saying. He won't get tested until he go up to the higher weight divisions. Now, is it just me? Or doesn't sound too confident in his brother to beat David Benavidez? Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I'm hearing shit. But I listen to everything clearly. It don't sound like to me, Jamil. If you go up to Jamil, ask him who the fuck he got his money on, it don't sound like he going with Maul, his brother. And maybe Maul feels the same exact fucking way at the end of the day. He could have fought Benavidez. He could have made that fight. That speaks volumes, doesn't it, Josh? I wonder if he even realized what the hell he was saying. I wonder if he realized what the hell he was saying. So at the end of the day, maybe the questions have been answered. You know, Maul and Mel talk. I know Mel said, man, better stay the fuck away from that motherfucker if you want to protect that O. And we gonna end it with Blair Kyle's fuck your O. Blair Cobb's in action tonight, y'all. Check that motherfucker out on the platform known as The Zone. Edgar Berlinga in action tonight on ESPN Plus, holding it down for the Bob Father tonight. We got action tonight. And next week, I think I'm going to have some announcements. More on the award show and more on possibly something else that I'm going to be putting out. But other than that, man, I think that's about it for this week. I'm just so fucking sick and tired of all the duckers, man. All this ducking going on, y'all. Why can't we get George Kambosos and Devin Haney for Undisputed, man? Why can't we just get that fucking fight? Why can't George Kambosos just grow some balls and fight Devin Haney for all the jewels? Why can't Jamal Charlo be a lion instead of lying about the shit? Be a fucking lion, no whole lions only. Go on out there and fight David Benavidez, man. Go on up to 168. You have nobody to fight at 160. You don't fuck with Chris Eubanks. It don't look like you're going to make that fight. Even Gennady Duckin Golovkin has left 160 to go up to 168 to challenge Canelo in September. What in the fuck are you going to do? Follow me on Twitter at ChuckP216 and stay ahead of the game, man. For all my archive people checking this out, my Filipino hard hitters, my UK Brits, I appreciate y'all, man. I holler at y'all on Twitter, man. Y'all show me a lot of fucking love, man. Big shout out to that boy Sam Jones too, man. Conversed with him for a little while. Wished him luck on this show. And had a damn good one yesterday. I fell asleep on the fucking main event, unfortunately. But I did watch the Regis Prograis fight. They were in Dubai, man. Like, that fucking car started at like 10 in the morning. And I mean, it was like a 4 or 5 hour show, man. It was just a big ass party over there in Dubai, man. Fights all fucking night. But big shout out to y'all, man. And big shout out to the loyal hard hitters. And big shout out to everybody who's been sharing the videos, man. Everybody out there that's been sharing the videos, bro, getting it out there, man, going to the different forums, going to wherever the fuck y'all go, just sharing the video. That shit been helping a hell of a lot, man. And we got plenty more to go. I was just thinking about it. Starting April 30th, you're going to have a prediction show, an after party show, like every week all the way up to fucking June, damn near, man. So it's like right now, it's kind of like the calm before the storm. But starting April 30th, man, it is going down, man. Starting it off with Shakur Stevenson and Oscar Valdez. And you're getting two, y'all. Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor. You're getting two. So it's going down, man. So until then, I want y'all to have a blessed week, man. You know, I'll be back next week, same time, same channel. If I don't, just follow me on Twitter. You know, so I'll be keeping y'all updated on how I'm looking as far as Hard Hit Hotline. But I should be back next week. Hopefully we have a hell of a lot more to talk about. I really don't like coming on, man, if ain't a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be regurgitating and keep repeating shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again, like some of these platforms do, just to get a hit. If ain't shit going on, I'll be letting you know. If a lot going on, I will definitely be on this motherfucker next week to talk about it and expose all these fucking ducks in a row. I'm Chuck P. C-Ville's finest, but to you haters, call me your highness. Much love to y'all, man. See you next week. Hey, Josh, cool, man. Blessings to y'all, man.